ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good. Let's start off because we need to talk about Thewonder.
Uh, yes, we really do.
Yeah, we really do.
So what do you think?
I really enjoyed myself.
I really enjoyed myself too. I really liked this movie.
Yeah, obviously this is written by Emma Donoghue, who
Mm-hmm.
also did Room. And when I was watching it, I I thought there's so much of a story. Obviously, this is a
Mm-hmm.
story. This is an author who wrote this as a book.
Right.
Almost to the point this movie made me feel like unless you can write a book, maybe don't even write a screenplay because I'm starting to notice how many movies don't even have a fucking story.
Yeah,
Do you know what
I
I'm
know what you
saying?
mean. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, thank God I finally satisfied that little story craving I've been itching
I
for.
know. I've been begging you to watch this for a minute now.
Okay,
Okay, so do you want to do ratings or you want to talk about it a little bit or
we can rate it.
okay. What would you rate it?
How about you go first?
How about you go first?
Okay, I would give it an 8.6.
Aw.
What?
That's accurate. It's like an 8.5.
Yeah, I give it a little.
It's really in the weirdest way cute. Like,
It is
obviously the
very
end is
cute.
cute, but throughout it, it's very stressful. There's a lot of trauma. There's so much trauma.
Something I noticed that she does similarly in Room is okay, big spoiler if you still haven't gotten your ass to see Room.
And just see it. It's a great movie.
Yeah, but okay. In Room, obviously the first half an hour of the movie, they're held captive. The rest of the movie is not about their captivity. It's
Yeah.
about kind of dealing with that aftermath.
Mhm.
Similarly, in this one, it was revealed that this girl was frauding little over halfway through. I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't the end. That wasn't the conclusion.
But even then you were still kind of maybe not because nobody was fessing up to it.
Right, but what I'm saying is there's more to this story than just this question that you're
Yeah.
thinking about, which
Mhm.
I did like.
Yeah.
Felt like a good writer.
Um, the themes of this movie are about belief. It's all about belief and, you know, yeah.
Okay, I mean,
I just wanted to say
um,
that.
yeah, obviously the very first scene, and they're showing the stage where this
Yes.
whole performance takes place. That was fucking cool. And
I loved
especially the
the beginning and
whole
the end.
intro line of the characters in this story 100% believe like are devoted to believing this story is true.
Yeah.
Almost like play along
Mhm.
with it. Which is what you want to do when you're watching a movie because you always know it's fiction anyway. But to enjoy a
Right.
movie, you want to play along with it. And
Mhm.
it was almost this permission from the beginning, like play, as if like you're
Yeah.
really believing this story with me.
Yeah, I thought the whole end and beginning parts were just so creative
Was
and
that Emma at the end?
it was the mom.
Mrs. Uh, the main little girl's mom?
Yes.
Why?
Why? I don't know. I think she said something about how she felt doing it, but I don't really know in particular why her.
Yeah, she didn't like do this movie.
No,
Yeah, I'm
I don't
just
think
wondering
so.
why it would be her that sticks out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. It is interesting, for sure. I wish I had the answer for you on
Okay.
that.
Well, right away, I'm going to talk about some of the first things that stuck out to me. Obviously, I knew from the moment I saw her that Florence was not going to let me down, and she still hasn't. Not a shocker there.
It's true. She's just not the type
She's just too
to let
good.
you down.
She's just too good at what she
Yeah.
does.
I mean, yeah, she did not
But
miss.
one of the first things I noticed that came to my mind. This is like not as much about the movie, more about the costumes and this time period. I always think when I see movies in this 1800 kind of era,
Hmm.
how miserable it must be to wear all of these layers of heavy, tight, weird clothing.
Yeah.
And on top of it, they don't have AC, so it stinks, it's hot, you
Do you
know.
think it was hot? It looked cold.
I'm sure right now it's cold, but they'll still wear those long sleeve huge
Yeah,
dresses in the summer.
that's
I
true.
always just think about that sounds like such a bitch.
In that dress, it was just so muddy, it just could not stay clean.
I know. I thought that was really interesting because it was their clothes are so casual to them.
And it was the same outfit she wore like every day.
That blue dress,
That blue dress.
he loves it. Is she a drug addict? Like, what the fuck is
Yes.
that?
So I did want to talk about that because I thought that little nighttime ritual was crazy.
Is she like on fucking heroin? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's like an opiate.
But what's up with
I know.
the blood?
The I think I don't know if she like I did look this up because I was really confused about this part. And they said she like, you know, looked up her little blood because she didn't want to stain that thing anymore. Like you could see that there were blood stains on it.
But every time she sucked her blood, she got the best high of life. This bitch was
I think it's just
bouncing.
because she took the medicine right before and then it like kicks in.
Okay, but
They said I will say that one place did say, maybe a couple ones when I was looking it up, said it was her version of self-harm, pinpricking
oh,
herself at
okay.
the end
I
and
was
then
gonna say
like
because the needle makes no fucking sense. She already
yeah,
took the drug, so why are you poking your little finger?
I think she takes the medicine and then she's kind of self-harming.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's clearly all to do with the loss of her daughter.
Yeah, and I also thought it was really interesting that she said she was a widow. And come to find out, her man's left.
Yeah, he's just a piece of shit.
Yeah. And she was just like, you know, he might as well be dead.
Yeah. Okay. Something else I noticed is they made the. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I was gonna say they made the brother a really big deal,
Hmm.
but obviously there was
It was the
a full
biggest deal.
circle. Yeah, I mean everything was for him essentially.
Yeah, I did want to, before we get into all that, because that is just, that's a whole thing. What did you think about her relationship with Will
Okay,
or
so what
William,
I
whatever?
felt was it felt beyond realistic of this time.
Yeah.
And that was really wild for me because I'm sure shit is quick like that. Or
Yeah.
just like you're not even second guessing it. It just
I know.
we
I'm
met
more
and we're together.
surprised. Well, I guess not, because she is not religious, obviously,
What do you say? Obviously.
because she thinks all these people are ridiculous, which, I think that she's not an atheist or anything. I just think she's not as,
Do you think she could have possibly just thought they were extremist in the sense of
yeah.
think for a second, no matter what, this bitch cannot not eat for 4 months?
Yeah, I think that she did think that they were extremists, and I think that obviously if you're around extremists, you're gonna just be like, I don't know where I'm going off with that. Um, yeah. I just don't think that she was as hyper religious as everybody else in this film because, they just started fucking right away.
Oh, that's what made you feel? Or
She's just more almost like not as in the extremist religion and
yeah, she's ahead of
like,
her time.
yeah, I respect that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I thought it was crazy that the mom was feeding her through those kisses.
It disgusted me.
It disgusted me because I don't know if you remember. Well, obviously, I'm sure you do. When they were like kissing,
Yeah,
I was like, wait, you have to see this. This is so weird.
right.
And it was like extra slobbery. Like it wasn't just like pecks. It was some freaky shit. And I was really confused at first. Like,
No, it grossed me out for the entire movie. It was
yeah.
just so far.
But did you know when you saw them like kissing that that's what she was doing? Because I didn't
Of
know.
course not. No, of course only Florence could have figured that out in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean I thought about how her mom had to eat this downstairs, chew it, hold it in her mouth with all of her spit, come up the stairs, kind of talk a little bit to act normal, and then spit this into her mouth, and then she proceeded to swallow that
The
every
whole thing
day,
was crazy.
but morning and night. And why is her mom playing into this so hard? I know she mentioned this thing of my children will go to heaven, but if you
Okay.
know that this is not even what it's the
Yeah,
whole thing's
that's
a
what I
front.
wanted to talk about too. I think that she was punishing her daughter. I
Why?
think it was almost like a religious abuse that was going on. And obviously emotional, and obviously there was sexual abuse that this girl went through as well.
Right.
But I think that because she blamed her daughter for him going to hell.
She
Because,
did, you're sure?
yeah, she did. That's why she was making her almost like I think that the mom planted the idea that you need to fast
Mm,
and do all this suffering
okay.
because she like I think taught her the scripture that somehow they got if you starve or whatever you can save a soul from hell.
Okay. Um, Also, I thought the pacing was fucking good. I wasn't fucking bored at all. Nothing really dragged on. And every pretty much thing ended up meaning something in the end. Even
Yeah,
these little conversations of, what should I call you? Lizzie, Libby, what should I call you? Nan. Yeah, I like Nan. And that
yeah,
obviously ending up meaning something.
their rebirth
Yeah, this is
as these
just it's
people.
great writing.
It
And
was great
the
writing.
movie was good too. Like the acting was good, the directing was good, the cinematography was good, the music I
The music,
enjoyed.
I loved the music.
Everything was really good, but the writing is, I think it's sticking out to me extra heavy cuz that's something that can easily be missed.
Yeah,
I mean I see like obviously a lot of good writing, but I'm saying writing in terms of story.
yeah.
This is a fucking story.
It
There's nothing
has to
else you
be
can
because it
say.
was a book.
Yeah, I know.
That's the only
We need all the
explanation.
authors out here.
It was just really an interesting story and
And it
not what
was
I was
so
expecting.
unique.
It
Like, how
is.
did you even think of something like this?
I know. And it's not like there's no weird moral or relationships. There's nothing that a usual movie has. Like big, like Florence's relationship with that man
Yeah.
was not the center of the movie. Like not even like
Right.
things like that. It just was a side story, I guess. But it all came together really good.
Yeah, and I like the ending. I mean, I like that Florence snuck her out with no pay for her time served here,
Yeah,
and the nun knew
I
and
know.
like kept her mouth shut.
And said, I saw an angel.
And
Take
said,
her away.
do you know? Or she asked her a question if she's okay or something like that.
Yeah, she said, is she okay? She's like, yeah. It was
Yeah.
so
And
cute.
then obviously she goes with Will and Nan, new family. You know what I really liked about them all becoming a family? I like their family picture.
I loved that too. But I really do want to talk about this horrible, horrible relationship she had with her brother.
Oh my god.
This
I
abuse.
don't even really want to, but okay.
I just feel like it's so, so sad. And
It's
like,
horrible.
it just
It's
shows how much
horrible.
she was manipulated and how guilty she felt for him dying and saying that he was punished because of this. Well, I mean, if you think about it, that is crazy that he would do that to his 9-year-old sister.
It's beyond
And
crazy.
that the family knew, nobody stopped it. I mean, I just can't even believe that. It would just make me sick. It just made me so sick.
And it was horrible that she said, I loved him too,
I
because
know.
that level of manipulation is severe.
She's 9
Yeah,
at the time.
I know.
That's so messed up. And obviously,
But Miss Flo, obviously, with her
yeah.
big, comfortable voice, telling her, no, no,
Yeah.
it's not because of you.
I mean, she truly was an angel in a way. God really did save her from this horrible family.
Yeah.
And I know, like, in a way that the mom loved her in a way. I don't even know. How can you consider that love if you know that and you're also okay with your daughter dying? I don't know. The whole thing was so
And
crazy.
the
I'm
mom was so
so
sweet. She was
sad.
great.
I'm so happy that Miss Flo was that perfect angel to come in and sweep her away from this abuse in that death scene, the death and the rebirth scene.
Yeah.
That was so amazingly done. Like, I don't know.
Really? What stuck out to you?
Well, she's literally dying on her last breaths. And when she carried her away and brought her to that beautiful little place,
Hmm.
and really, okay, I didn't wanted to speak on this too, that the whole movie is like really gloomy. You know, it's really cloudy the whole time.
Right.
When she did her death and rebirth, it was like sunny again. And I
Hmm.
thought that was a really cute thing. But just how she really like coaxed her into death in a way, you almost thought she was dead.
I
Even
know
Miss Flo
she
did
was.
too. She was like,
Yeah.
Nan, wake up,
Yeah,
Nan.
time to wake up now, man.
Nan. And then she did, and she fed her that little piece of food, that little cat treat looking thing.
Oh, nasty ass. She soaked like
I
a
think
fucking
water.
bread muffin in milk, it looked like.
Oh,
Uh,
but it was just amazing to me. And then I thought it was amazing when she came back and decided to burn the place down, and she left her opiates and she left those little baby shoes.
Yeah, at first I didn't realize why the fuck she was burning it down, especially this house is well into being burnt and her house is still on the
Hmm.
second floor. But obviously, to
This is
cover
1862.
up this
Yeah,
death of what is her original name? Pre-Nan.
Anna.
Oh yeah, to cover up this death of Anna.
I think that, yeah, it was definitely a cover, but I also thought it really did like symbolize burning everything and starting
Right.
this new life. And I thought that was really good. And I thought Florence in another movie,
She's
burning
too
shit
good at
down.
it. She's too good at it.
And then she caught fire
I was
in the
scared
way
for
that she
her.
ran out of the
Man's
house.
burnt the fuck off.
I know. She doesn't care though.
She didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she felt nothing. She said, "Yeah, Anna's gone."
What do you think about them saying, obviously, you're not going to get paid?
I was shook. It was hell. I mean, I was pissed
Well,
off.
the audacity. She did come and do her job. She did say that she was going to die. Just because they didn't find a body and she accidentally, I know it wasn't an accident, but
She
yeah,
told them
she
her
accidentally
dress
burns it.
knocked it.
Mm-hmm. Because she was frantically trying to resuscitate her.
Yeah, I mean, that if that happened, the audacity to go through something like that and then not even
And
get
be,
paid at the end.
and she was also burnt up. So it doesn't look like, you know, she planned it or did it on purpose if she's fully like burnt up.
Yeah, no, this was a really, really, really cute movie from beginning to end.
Yeah. Okay.
Another thing that I just want to say really quick that I think is aligned with the pacing of the movie. When she stuck the tube down her throat,
Mhm.
and the movie kind of sped up just for that scene because the scene
Yeah.
was pretty intense. Just it felt like every 10 minutes or so, it was a new kind of something
Y-
happening,
Yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
The pacing was just really good, in my opinion.
It was, and I thought that scene was so sad because she was really desperate. Her job as a nurse is to keep people alive, to help
Yeah.
people. But also at that point, she hadn't realized the full nature of this girl's religious abuse into thinking, she shouldn't eat because of whatever,
Right.
that she realized it was wrong and she couldn't even do it. Like, this is wrong. To do
Yeah.
it against her free will.
This is slightly off topic, but I did want to mention something I'm finding interesting in my own self. These movies that I'm giving above average ratings, but not spectacular ones. For example, The Menu. I think there's something else not too long ago. These are the movies that I enjoyed the most watching by so far. I mean, I enjoyed watching this, then I enjoyed watching something I gave a way higher
Mhm.
rating to. Do you know what I'm saying by that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was genuinely so enjoyable for me.
It was enjoyable. I really, really, really did like this. Um, I agree with you on I don't know why it doesn't get a higher rating from me. Like it feels like it
Right?
should. I don't know why,
I don't know. I don't know
but
why
it
either.
does feel like an 8.5.
It's 8.6 in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's what that movie is.
I think
And I don't know
people
why.
agree.
I mean, I'm not even finding big critiques about it.
There's
Let's try to
not
think.
really any
What is
critiques.
knocking it off from being a stunning 10?
I don't know. I really Is it Netflix?
I don't
Is it
I
'cause it's a
don't
Netflix film?
I don't think so.
Do you think it needed more camera tricks?
I don't
I
know.
don't know
I mean,
either.
this
I really
movie,
don't.
this story in particular doesn't need anything else. It had all of this story requires.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, if there were cameras flipping all around town, up, down, left and right, like it wouldn't make any sense.
but there's, I don't know. There's something that just knocks it a little bit for me.
You
It did
think
get an
there's not
87% on Rotten Tomatoes.
you think it's not like what okay, you know what I think maybe I don't know. I'm just gonna take a guess that what I expected this movie to be was what it was, but a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I think my expectations were already pretty like, yeah, I expected this probably an 8.6.
Yeah.
I expected that. Where I think if it's something that either I expect it to be whatever, I'm blown away. I obviously don't have that blown away feeling because I already expected this to be good.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't know if that's the issue though. I don't know why I'm rating it what it is. It's just the truth.
It's just the truth. Do you have any thoughts on the in and out at the end and kind of throughout the movie?
I don't really get it.
Okay, so basically at one point, what's his name? William or whatever, gave
Which
Anna
one?
that bird
Yeah.
and it was in a cage and then it was out.
Right.
And he said in or out about the bird. And I think it reflected her in this cage.
Anna.
Yeah.
And then they said it again.
I think she said it at one point when she was dying. And then they said at the very end.
Yeah, why?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, cause I remember that woman saying that,
Yeah.
but I remember thinking like, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it just kind of mirrors the film, I think. It's just supposed to be kind of like a metaphor.
Okay.
That's all I can say on that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a deeper meaning. The lady who did that, the actor, she, I think, put out statements about
What do you
why
think?
this, why that.
What do you think about this movie's replay value?
Mid to low.
Yeah. If anything,
It's not that I would never like have it on,
I don't think I ever need to.
but I don't think I need to either. Yeah.
It's even if I wanted to recommend it to someone, I would be like, go watch it. Let me know
Yeah.
what you think. Not
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I'm coming over. I want to watch it with you.
Yeah. Watch it before you go to sleep.
It was really good, but
It was.
so weird how I'm still shitting on it.
You're not shitting on it. You
No,
haven't shit
I'm
on it
not. But
once.
I'm just trying to think of what why it's why it gives a little better than mid.
I think it didn't have enough of like a powerful message or meaning. Like it was cute,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't like go crazy.
Yeah, I guess it didn't leave me learning anything new
And
or
you didn't
with
like
anything like
leave
that.
with your jaw on the ground.
Right.
There's no huge climax. Really, it was sweet, you know?
Right. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. I think we figured it out.
Was that that blonde girl who was kind of lingering? I'm not saying it was a problem because I didn't mind her, but who
The
is
girl
she?
that she was all shook whenever. What girl?
Yeah, at one point she was walking with her donkey, and she ran into Florence, and she was like, "Oh, Will's
Yeah.
family's dead," and she was digging a hole earlier in the movie.
Oh, is that the same lady? I
I
think
think
it's just a small town. I think you just
this
start.
bitch was there like a lot of these scenes, a lot.
I have
They
no
stopped asking her,
idea.
and she went nowhere.
I mean, I could not tell you. Did she have a name?
I'm sure. And when Florence first got there, she was like, that guy had said something to her, and Florence had no clue what he said. And he said, "You're welcome here."
Hmm.
She was like, "Thank you."
I have no idea
Yeah.
what she could stand for, mean or.
Her purpose.
I mean, obviously, her purpose was also to tell Miss Flo about her man's family
Yeah. She was
because
the
he wasn't
messenger.
gonna.
Yeah.
And that's what led them to fuck.
Did you like Will? What the
He was
fuck?
all right.
Yeah, no shit.
Like, he was beyond mediocre.
Oh my god. Like you want to talk about a basic bitch.
Okay, let's not go crazy on this man.
All
He
right.
didn't do anything wrong.
No, he didn't. He's just, a regular ass motherfucker.
He's just regular.
And that's, I guess, in this context, all this character needed. I mean, you know,
He needed someone like comforting and
yeah, like stable, and
yeah. And they both have their issues and their traumas.
that's true. They could really relate over the loss
Yeah.
of having no fucking family.
Yeah. Just having each other and creating their own family now.
Right.
Well, that's sweet.
Hmm.
But
What do you think of Nan becoming Nan?
I think it is hilarious.
Like, do you think she's ever gonna be like? Does she does she know that she just fell asleep and decided to become Nan, or does she really
I
believe
don't
she
think
has
she
been?
fully fell asleep. I think she really did feel like she had a rebirth. And I think
But she knows that.
that she used to be Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. She's not an idiot.
Okay. Because she saw Florence and she was like, Mrs. White or something like that.
Mrs.
No, Mrs. Wright. Wasn't that her name?
Lib.
But wasn't it Lib, right?
I think it's the new last name. What's the new last name?
It starts with a
Okay.
Ch.
Oh, Cheshire.
Was it
Cheshire.
Cheshire? I don't know if
I knew
that's
a girl
really good.
named that. So I think that that's for sure the name. But
Yeah, lib right.
whatever.
Anyway, yeah. So I was just confused because is she just gonna play along with this for good? She's never gonna think about her family
I think
again.
she let it go. I think that was her death.
Anna,
Yeah, I think she's still getting her bearings. She was like a little bit weird whenever she had to say her new name to that guy,
right?
but she felt confident in it after she said it. And then, you see them all eating dinner and she's taking her little small bites. I think she does feel renewed.
Yeah, I mean her family was super toxic, so
Beyond.
she fortunately has this new one.
I know that really loves her and
What a
really
weird
cares about her.
story. What a weird thing. In a good way.
Yeah,
That was a compliment.
yeah. It's so unique.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say about it?
I don't feel like it. I feel like we really did the damn thing.
Okay.
Do you feel like you have anything else to say?
Um, let's see. Uh,
Oh, you know what else I would say?
what?
Florence looked so good when she would have her hair down. That every time it was back up, I was like, damn, Flo, put your hair down. You looked good with that hair color and that long hair.
Uh,
She should keep that.
all right.
Are you done now? For
Yeah, I
real?
don't think I have anything else to say.
Okay, then.
I thought it was really good.
Super good.